It was a bad decision to start with, but that spotted owl happened to move in to the neighborhood just a couple of months ago. So, the most endangered animal in Canada, there's less than 10 left. One of them is right here, right now. And there's logging happening like that.
Why is that so important?
Precisely because of this. It's intimately connected to old growth forests. It eats flying squirrels, this really interesting food item. It needs a tremendous amount of habitat in order to survive. They say it's a $10 million bird because the timber it sits on is worth a ton of money, and thus the controversy. So we've gone from 500 pairs down to 2.
And what do you want the government to listen to? What do you want them to do?
Well, I want government to intervene and stop the logging and allocate the logging company some timber in a less controversial place. I mean, there's got to be a less controversial place to log than in the middle of a spotted owl park.
But what does it do with the spotted owl?
It drives them to extinction. I mean, they aren't able to feed themselves. The big trees that they need for nesting and for all of their daily activity are gone. And they either abandon the habitat and just spend the rest of their life searching, or just die because of death by 1,000 cuts and starvation.
Well, you hear a lot of people say, "Oh, come on, it's just an owl. You can eat dogs."
Exactly, and it's a legitimate discussion for us to have as a society. But most developed countries around the world actually have laws designed to balance things out, to protect those critically endangered species. We don't have that in British Columbia. The government absolutely, steadfastly refuses to create any kind of a law to protect endangered animals. We have 2,000 animals that are threatened with extinction in the province, and there's really almost nothing in them.
So, but I mean, if they say it's just an owl, is there people that go and say, what's the responsibility?
Well, I think that has to go to the court of public opinion. I would hazard to guess that the public feels pretty strongly about ethics and morality and thinks that if we don't really need to drive something to extinction, why should we? If there's some timber somewhere else we can give this company, why should we? Let's live in a just, decent society where we sort of take care of everybody and everything. Years ago, they were this mysterious denizen of deep, dark forests, and this site was actually one of the very first ones that was discovered in the whole province. And then mysteriously, 10 years ago, they disappeared. And nobody knows exactly why. But it's probably a big combination of things, ranging from all the clear cutting that's happened in this valley to climate change to who knows what. But they disappeared. And then, 3 months ago, wham, it shows up. And it's given what you see behind us.
Any ideas as to why it would show up again and what?
Well, when endangered species are faced with extinction, they can't even find one another to interact, they start wandering. And that might be what's happening here, is that it's not unusual for species that are almost gone just to spend their days just searching, hoping that they'll find a big tree or an owl to mate.
So this owl's pretty by itself, though.
To the best of our knowledge, this owl is on its own, though historically this site had a pair and produced many young.